You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
Is slopless food. I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen for dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a...
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What's happened? this again.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
Her hand lies limp in yours. She's too weak to stand.
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Oh! What? What happened? Must have been the turnips. Water? Wine, for goodness sake! Oh!
The lizard's eyes close as he slips into unconsciousness. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor, his great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear a faint thud, thud, thud. He's alive, but only just. The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. Dark, greyish-black clouds swirl through them.
No, no, no.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious and bleeding from a dire-looking wound.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way. Not long before this thing snaps into splinters. Damn. That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Thank the gods! By divine grace, what was...
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blade!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. Rix looks to his companion, who then looks to you. They drop their hands to their sides.
Go on then. Find a place to hide and stay there. You need to find a hiding place. And quick.
What will happen to us?
Ah, Alexander. Just in case we forget who holds us captive. God damn it. Need to get off this wreck. Quick.
Great God, something's pounding on the hull!
pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No, no, no! What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid! No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first time.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
Yes, indeed. It's the look of someone that wants to read the bloody book he's holding. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me. No, damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over. I believe you did. Although I was wearing the face of an elf at the time. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed, which allowed me to take that primitive form. A mask that was stolen by that damned witch after her little scene. Still, she'll drown with the rest of these fools, and I will simply pluck my mask from her cold, dead hands.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving, and I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You recognize the symbol immediately for what it is, a warning of death fog within. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb. It doesn't budge. The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Deathlock! I need to get out of here now! A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance!
The Magister lies on...
Get yourself up the ladder! There's a... Wait! Voidwoken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
Damn.
Glory is mine.
Voidwoken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
Oh.
Telling whether it might be more. We need to move. Let's not tarry. This old cup is about to burst.
Away! The sea's hungry. We don't have much time.
We make a pretty good team.
I hear something. It's Magister Sirwan. The one who put on this damn collar.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Gods. It's ripping the ship apart.
This is it.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
So the Order's right about one thing. We attract Voidwoken. Am I the lone survivor? Only one way to find out.
Oh.
Any man who put his likeness in stone is a fool in my book.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home.
Damn.
But you didn't die. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see.
Alright. Ooh, was.
Imagine having the gall to want 100 generations gazing at your own face.
You can stay out here with me if you want. You don't seem that scary.
Oh. Ah.
Void woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They made it to shore.
Yo, no.
I'm fading.
Yeah.
Healer.
Con vampire. Wow. Right. All right. Oh. Huh?
I need aid.
Rồi. Hả?
Meet your maker. I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. face is familiar. What's left of it? He was aboard the ship.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? White, which goes for the dry parts round here too, I imagine.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards, then, to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Maybe my luck is about to change.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
3, 4 pretty shells on the shore. Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey. Its eyes...
I told him at noon exactly, didn't I?
I've spotted something.
What? Where?
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger. How on earth am I supposed to...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent. At least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate. Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm, or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things.
Huh?
Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well. Let's be off. Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it.
Yes? Is it an audience you desire?
The cat's eyes are cloud. Its eye.
The squirrel's nose twitches as you approach, but the creature turns away before you can say anything.
out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please, please, just go. You hear me, human. Leave.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones and real ones. It's really scary. And I miss my ma and pa. Parents are the best. They take care of you and make sure nothing can hurt you. And when they leave, you're all alone.
Her eyes lock with yours for a moment. She places her head on her knees and sits quietly. The child doesn't lift her head from her knees.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
I'm ready.
all the places. Which is
What? They blew up.
Confident. Okay? Careful, I think it was terrible. Started thinking nasty thought. It's so mad. Terrible. Not like the thought. It was anyone who means inside. The one that I put on. The one that okay. Simply. I think that makes it good. Okay, you know, the one that okay. Super complicated. Okay. Really complex. And she asked for very complex. So much. We found a index. And I have anxiety. The first 32 years of my life. Wow. And I didn't know it was well, I have a lot of I still have and still have didn't know I was interested. Yeah, because I'm like, wow, you like and grow up. Like you could set hard thinking and it's macros like that. Hundreds of practice. It's funny. So you feel like if you're living connected, really like this or that person, it would be very. I think a lot of it full of bacon. I had that. Holy. That I was from food shop, eating out below. I was big. Cracking up. Someone go to check out. Like, hey, I'm not going to. She's like, I think you need to see a therapist. So you seem super stressed and depressed, and it'll probably do you a lot of good. So I tried looking for a therapist, but I couldn't find it. I waited for back in the day to one. I just started looking for it. I got to the point where I could like look up meditation. I don't believe in meditation because I'm not a piece of it. But when I started having these anxiety attacks, I'm like, okay, probably learn to calm myself. I read up on breathing techniques. Then I spent a weekend off-road surrounded by sheep, cows, horses. Took this really long walk through this back road trail between our cottage and local farmers market, and the walk was like 1 hour. Normally you would just take a taxi. So that day I said, you know what, I'm gonna take it. I need. So I just walked in. It was really peaceful, and it was like helpful in trying to figure out what's going on. Helped a lot. one month vacation. I think I was just stressed out because I've been streaming for 9 years, and the only thing I really took a break in that 9 years, and this was the first time I took a break without thinking about it. Because even when I go on vacation, what constantly thinking about content, I think that just stresses me. And also, I'm pretty sure I was depressed for like 2 years. Because after, you know, 3 weeks away in London and I started feeling better, I looked back at how I felt the last couple of months. And my mental state, it was like, I didn't enjoy anything. Almost nothing made me happy. Everything was kind of like bland. I was opening a shit ton of Pokemon cards for some sense of a dopamine hit, and that lasted like a week. Then I bought more Pokemon cards open to feel something. I'm pretty sure that's also why I started esports. When we qualified for Valorant Town, oh my god, you know, dopamine hit, and then it was gone, just like that. I think my dopamine receptors were just so burnt out years and years ago. And I had like rest. It wasn't until like I really just stopped it that I
The cat's eyes are
yeah.
clouded and grey, but it appears
No,
confused and
Sykkuno.
yet somehow compelled to continue following you.
Podcast people know how to make it. Thank you. The podcast I'm doing with Yvonne is actually one of the most wonderful things I've done. That's because I get to stream at Yvonne and Gaslight here for 1 hour straight, and that is just something we were fighting before. Yeah, me and Yvonne started a podcast. I don't think I've created good content for the last few years, so when I started watching my podcast with Yvonne, it reminded me of how funny I was watching. I'm like, wait, I'm really funny. I don't mean that in an egotistical way. No.
Need I repeat myself?
Started up, Yvonne.
I know. Any Verdus.
We already register.
No, Yvonne,
Now
no.
speak.
Start the goddamn thing. Start the guy. Come on, look to the right, the right. Yvonne, you non-right looking shit. Okay. Hey, you're pulling me. You're pulling me. Yvonne. Stop. Just keep pressure. Give me I yelled. I realized on a first and foremost apologize to all my friends, especially Yvonne for yelling at them. I had a lot of anger issues the last few years, and I've been working on them in my time away on vacation in Europe, which was really nice. But I've been doing a lot of not
The cat's
self,
eyes are clouded
but
and grey.
self-
It appears confused.
And I realized that I was acting angry because that's what I thought people wanted, but it wasn't truly what it was. Disingenuous. See, I'm not angry. And then you said you would buy. Wait, when did you say that? Clip that. Clip it. I don't think Emily would ever compliment. You need to clip it first. Now that I'm back, one thing I really want to work on is not yelling, and I'm gonna put it to the test today when I play it. It's gonna be real. I think it's because I thought people just want to see me breathe. I know I never watched a stream of your bonds, but I'm watching now because of the podcast. I like your time together, and time went by quickly while listening. First of all, second of all, I do agree. I actually think, and it's not because this was our podcast. I think our podcast, this content, has a chance to reach audience that were not friendly. Because I play a lot of video games, right? And I feel like in the Hearthstone, in the TFT, in the Among Us, Valorant, community, I pretty much reach every gamer audience I'm gonna reach. Like, I'm pretty saturated. And if you play PvP, you play Hearthstone, you already know. Like, in those areas of you, I'm already, no. So with this part, I hope is to talk about non-gaming. And meanwhile, I just don't talk about gaming. My hope is with this, we reach like generic norm. Am I racist or does he look like Jay Park? Yeah, that's a little racist. We're just going. And Julius is stuff. And I'm an expert. But yeah, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, Yvonne loves Swan. That's actually the reason. That's actually the reason why I asked that. I remember when we were in Japan. And it's funny enough, there's a story associated with this that I'm not going to tell, but it was when we were trying to find a restaurant and we couldn't find it, and we were bickering for an hour, and eventually started at the restaurant was crashed. No offense. I mean this. And at the restaurant, at dinner, I asked her, because Yvonne like Asian, and I asked her, hey, aren't Asian podcasts being... Because she was telling me, oh yeah, this Asian
Alexander.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
I mean, Yvonne, 80% of our fans, I do.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
Hands up in the tight.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Not Asian. Hands up. I am Asian. Me, not. I'm black. Wait, black people and white people watch. Black and Mao. Viewers do I have? I'm so surprised.
Bishop Alexander idly glances in your direction, curiosity on his face. Recognition seems to flicker in his eyes for a moment, but then he shakes his head and looks back towards Dallas. Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years.
He's done so much in his long life. It's natural loss. I feel like that's just because I'm 30. As a partner, I'm coming up on my 10-year with partner anniversary. It's just I've been around so long that a lot know who I am because I'm made by footsteps. When I travel, I went to London, I went to Paris, now I'm still getting recognized, and I'm always because I'm in the middle of I didn't even know people in Europe had.
The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it,
I'm ready
you
to
will
play
help
the
the
Rock of
void
Waypoint
destroy
and
it.
the new map.
Dallas?
The new map that has
Yes,
a
Your
hidden
Holiness.
Easter egg in it.
I
First ever under.
believe we're done here.
What a waste. Listen. Come. We'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
There's one thing you both have. You guys are peacekeepers, and you guys are first really. Which I think is what Rod proposed. Because I prefer a friendship dynamic where there's a power gap. And also my roommate, which is something I'm working on.
He hasn't
When
changed a bit.
it feels like
Always
season.
Get also your relationships?
Yeah, I feel like when I don't have
Send us your
that
children,
balance,
your supplicants,
I
and
lose
you divide.
confidence in myself, and it's not good. So I need to be in a relationship and overwhelming confidence. Or they have.
Yeah. Do you feel like you can lean in when you can?
Yeah. I don't want to. Anyway, that's why I can do work really hard so I get to yell. But to be fair, and you can yell back. Not.
You know what's how is it going?
No.
I yell back.
Yeah, you yell.
Yeah.
That's why this. That's why this.
I don't think I ain't watching. That ship been flew just to this road.
What of it?
She's gone, Father.
God.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Now, have you seen him? None of your business, inmate. Find me if you hear of a me go. Otherwise, don't waste my time.
I call court. Pay up.
Depends on what it is. Okay, the more I
She
feel
ain't
like
coming back.
the more triggered I am. And the more that it's something that I did mess up or I'm like really bad at, then I think it's funny.
Please.
But
Please.
if
You must help me.
and I'm saying
No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby.
You know? Just how do you feel when Yvonne is yelling at you?
Irma. She's called Irma. I haven't seen her in days. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her.
Why are you offended right now?
I will say,
I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her.
She would be like a big dog, like twitching. It's like, oh, he's saying
This
something
place
nice,
turns
here
people
comes the
cold.
sarcasm,
Cold and
but
wicked.
the
That fellow Jeff over there
underhand
speaks
gut punch.
unutterable evil,
And
but I can't
that
move
made
away
me
from him.
feel guilty
What if
because I
Irma
didn't
comes
know
back and I'm not here?
how
Yes,
much
of course.
that guy
Here,
had.
you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the
And,
doll
I
and
wanna
tell her,
apologize.
Mummy
And
says
just know
this is
that
for her little chicken,
I didn't
and it's
mean
time to come home.
be like an Asian parent.
That's what I call her.
I just wanted
My
you
little
to
chicken.
be my best friend.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel. Truly you are.
Whoa, thank you for rotating
She's
the
gone,
dragon.
Father.
And I'll be like,
Gone.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya? Aye, she needs help, but none that I can give. Matters a cooker, that one, and twice as loud. What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
He doesn't like make a decision either way.
She don't listen to reason.
I'll give another.
Maybe you'll have better luck than
Or
I.
one of our podcasts.
If I have to hear calling after Irma another day, I might lose my head.
10 to 11.
There's not a soul here who'd blame me.
Split it down. Hey, want to meet at 10:30? And when I saw that, I'm like, classic Yvonne.
What? That's like normal.
Yeah, I know what you because it's like in the middle, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's a time thing. It's a middle in time, really.
I find I need bread. I
But
want no
they're what?
trouble.
They stop with the middle.
Bread or a
If you're
brisket,
between
toes
10
the
or
same.
11,
But you chose the 10.
Your grift teaches you to bully
10:30
others.
because it's the middle. Not because
Pathetic.
10 is better or 11 is better.
Well, 10 seems a little
You keep his
early,
name out of your mouth, you filthy cunt chewer.
This is not your business, long pig.
Don't let this moss
Like,
muncher
no,
talk to
like,
you like that.
numerically, yes.
Especially a cheapskate like this. And Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share. Pay up, Elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not
If
one of
Henry
you.
wants to eat more, that would like sway me, you know? Then I'd be like, sure, I could. Or if I don't eat it, then I save the calories. It's a win-win either way.
Everyone in
And
camp's
then
got
he was
to
arguing
contribute.
with me for days
For
about
food,
this, and I'm like,
for
"Yeah."
protection. No exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
And when you did that, I'm like, it
Food,
was like
protection.
something that
I have
was still
neither.
on her mind, even though to me, it was a passing joke about how you always pick the middle.
Runs the kitchen.
It's
Means he
not
runs
always
me,
on my
you,
mind. It
and
was
everyone
also
else
a
in
joke
camp.
that I thought of in the moment when we're having breakfast, and I wanted to see you for choosing me all the time.
The whole day, that night we were getting good and we were still talking, and then we wrote down entire springs we've been through.
Yes, because it. Okay.
You
now
two
we're
ought to
gonna
be
roast
thanking your lucky gods
commenters,
it's us,
anyone who
and
comments
not the
on it, so just put
magisters
it in
enforcing
the-
round here.
And just tell me
A
if that's
fool
valid or not.
never knows
I think
what
it's
they've
that.
got
Look,
till it's well and gone.
You're thinking this, you want him
Now
to
come
be
on, Elf.
speak
If
of
you
this,
make me
and then
say
you
it
go
again,
with it,
there's
if
gonna
you want
be trouble.
him to like,
There's a lot of factors. If Henry was like gathering intel on who might want me, and then
Why,
he had, like,
yes.
a number of people
Of course
in the
I am.
order.
yeah.
All
you want
my
that
life.
yearly reset.
I could, yeah. Like if he wants to, like I'll count as a person. Or if
Hello,
he don't, no problem. I'm like
I would.
content. I could eat more, but like I'm
Impaler.
content, so I could save the calories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think there's anything wrong
He
with
shifts
that. There's nothing wrong with-
uncomfortably.
You were giving me shit over that. I was giving you shit
Ah,
because
get out of
You
here,
always
will ya?
put the
You ain't
neutral
worth my
answer to
time.
like 90%
Neither
of
of
the
you.
things in your life. Which
The
is
elf
a problem.
smiles
I just
and
wanted
bows to you in
oh,
thanks.
You show your bond
Follow
and
me,
again with
before
another
more of them
neutral
trouble
answer.
us.
if I have a strong enough opinion, I
There
will
is a
say
safe
yes or
place.
no. And usually I'm just chill or like I want to be happy, so I go with the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't think that's something that's bad. I think it
didn't
makes
say
me
it was.
flexible.
Yvonne was voted easiest person to trap by our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not bad. I think we appreciate you for yourself.
You make it seem like it's a flaw.
See that's why I bring this up, is that I don't see it as a flaw. I see it as out.
I'm gonna interject really quick because I did see a video of you yelling at Vaughn in Japan when she couldn't find you at that shop.
Yes, opening.
No, it's so many words. Oh, this was great. This was the part where like I felt like I finally I had something on it because
For context, this is the classic.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
Someone needs to pick a restaurant or discussion that will always happen. Where it's a bunch of people, it's like, where do you guys want?
and I suggested.
Thank you for your help with that, thug.
It's pretty good for.
Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
There's a giant iPad, and it's just sushi is really cheap.
She smiles.
So like you can get, it might not be like
I won't
the best
forget your
sushi, but
aid,
for
friend.
value-wise,
Perhaps
good.
I can be of aid
so,
to
You know
you.
what? This place also might not be like the best. but we
It
should
gives
go
me
for
great
it.
pain.
And then Toast
I'm
was
with my family.
This man does
We are
not
making
like to
beautiful
travel
magic.
15 minutes,
We are
10
healing a
minutes away
tree
from
cut
his
down with
distance.
great violence. The Magisters
He
come.
doesn't like to travel 10
My
15
family
minutes away from
runs,
his
but
vicinity, so when
I
he heard that it
fall.
was 20 minutes
son looks
train or
back.
25-minute train, he was like, oh,
I shout to him to
I'm gonna
run.
find a place around
I am taken.
And guess what? we ended up going around longer because the
In
first
this
place he took
cave,
us to,
we
it could not
trust the
take us.
healer.
It had a giant
She's young,
line.
but
Second
she
place he took
sees.
us, also
She
full.
knows more
Could
than we
not
know.
get in, no reservation.
In the camp,
And so
the brute
this
Griff
car walk this
rules.
place. This took about 40
He who
minutes,
gives the
going from
bread
place
has
to
the
place,
power.
And we also walked and
I hear of no
traveled the
escapes.
combined amount of time it
The
would
only
take
way
me
out is
to
through.
get to the
Through the
Davis's
Magisters,
place, plus
through their
longer.
cure. Thugs
We
I
ended up
can
going
stand,
to
but
another
I
place.
fear the Magisters.
That
Wait,
we had to
before you
wait
go,
an hour for
I
it
am not here without
to
your
get in
help.
because
I do
they
not
couldn't
forget
give us
this.
any. We just
For
had to wait,
you,
and we
a
weren't sure how
prize.
long it ended up
I
being.
save it for a special
The worst
occasion,
part is
but
that Star
I can think of
restaurant.
no finer occasion than this.
And this is also
Thank
the
you.
restaurant that Toad asked me about podcasts.
I feel pretty proud of it. And a real friend wouldn't make someone feel bad about something. But extra context, we took Sydney and Ollie to that same sushi restaurant 2 days later, and they both looked me dead in the eye and said that was the worst sushi they've ever had.
Not ever had.
And they waited 45 minutes for that.
Hey, my shortcomings do not help with your shortcomings.
Ah, my
And I
unlikely
didn't say
friend.
that, but
What
let's
do you
not
need?
pretend like you were bringing them to some nice-ass conveyor belt sushi. She was leading them to a shit restaurant, and I saved them from that experience.
Did you say that? You didn't pick a restaurant that you said wasn't good anyway.
Oh, wow, that's yours. Of course, that wasn't my choice.
You didn't save us from anything that night.
I took it to a nice curry place the next day.
Whoever kills the other.
Lucky find.
Hey, look, I recognize that I shouldn't have
Nice.
taken us to sushi places that were really popular, but they wouldn't be. You to have that. I apologize for taking us to Paris. They get put on tour.
We ended up going together to look at cars. We went to really good places. You saved us from really bad things.
And I was also told by Sydney that when you guys were at the restaurant, I spoke Lily and Sydney to never mention the sushi place to me, knowing I would rub it in your face.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky.
You and I would justifiably give you shit.
Yeah, and you know what I thought? I thought this podcast we would talk about somebody going down.
Military, are you? Be at ease here, and well met. Let me know if you need any armaments. I offer them to a fellow serviceman at a few coins discount.
Question, between you two, who has a better recommendation to a restaurant?
Sick. Well, as long as we can do a KBBQ place day one.
The soldier stands to attention.
That point, not good.
No, that place was not
Good. Why did we go there?
my friend pointed at it before. I was like, oh, that place is pretty good.
She pointed at it.
I was pretending with her.
That was all it took. Did she say it too, or was she like, that's a bad place, don't go there?
No, she pointed at it and said, oh, that's pretty good. But it might have been a different place with a cow icon also, and it was also dead.
I would say still well, she'll take you to places that either good or popular on TikTok. I'm generally, when it's a bunch of us out and someone has to make a decision, 70% of the time I have to make that decision. It gives me a lot of anxiety, but the worst thing you can do is pick a restaurant, show up and full of things, which does happen quite often. Short notice. So I try to book things in advance for the possibility of eating there. There was one time I had like 3 reservations at 3 different places at 3 different times because I just don't know when to go. Like, hey, let's go eat. I did ask him for my birthday to make a decision because I had this paralysis and I didn't. I was proud of people saying that. And it was very easy. It's like, okay, it's a birthday joke, you didn't want to look at your fingers. Let's go karaoke.
Yes, I know you said before we started filming, you wanted to talk about before we stayed in here. Will you share with us
Yeah, let's do our weekly Von dating life. I think this should be a recurring segment of the podcast. I want to see that.
I stopped counting.
3 years? That's not right.
Years? No.
3 years?
I feel like it's been like 1.5, 2.
2?
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small ones. You know what they do? They play a game called Scream. In this game, they see who screams the loudest. I feel the Divine's loss so sharply during Scream.
Like, I feel like I almost don't even want to waste my mental time if it's not for someone that's worth it.
And you're looking for us.
You can't get me!
So, how old are you, Yvonne? Around
I feel him, but I do not see him.
I feel like it's so hard because I feel like you're dating the oldest kid, like the oldest kid, and I felt like your frontal lobe has not fully developed. You're still young.
Oh, they're really mature.
But they're really mature, but still that point, like 25, 26, pushing. You know, I would prefer older because the thought of somebody whose emotional intelligence is potentially even lower.
I feel him, but I do not see him.
But you need them to have higher emotional intelligence than you?
No. Like, they can have, like, just people are a little bit
The old dog whimpers sadly, sniffing your hand.
How do you think like this? Yeah. Well, usually a qualification that I really like at first that draws me is I feel like this sounds really dumb, but they're typically really genuine. Like, is me very good person.
Yeah. Have you met anyone like that in the last couple of years?
No.
What are you doing? You kind of like go,
I think I'm an ill habit when it happens, and then I go to events naturally. I go to see people, meet friends. I'm someone who I don't like having our friend circle just be a like, I want to branch out and I love meeting people because it's a healthy way.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth and growling.
Or just content, or like there could be sometimes art dynamics or patient, whatever it is. And sometimes it's just really refreshing to have people that have nothing to do with that. And so I still love that we have, but I also love having different groups of people that I can around and just enjoy different aspects of life.
You didn't need to make more money.
No.
They need to be more famous.
What's wrong with that? You?
All
Oh, sorry, you're asking about.
Yeah.
Eventually? Taller, I would hope so. I'm 5'2". I don't have much height requirement, I will say. The people that I've dated, 5'7", 5'9", 6 feet.
Did the height ever, like, was it a plus when they were a little taller? Your size cool.
Well, I like
Here you are.
all for their
I wonder what keeps you.
Yeah.
Tell me your tale.
Of course we like people.
We
for
are
their
unfamiliar
personality,
yet familiar.
okay? Everyone
We are the
says
same
that.
material, you agree? I am very
My
curious.
first boyfriend, I thought he was cute. And he was a little, he's 5'9". Okay.
So tell me,
You know, but he's
tell
very
me your
decent
tale.
tall. But
Start
I
from the
just-
beginning.
Like that. I saw him
Start
so
from where
bad.
you come.
We had mutual friends, and I thought he's cute. Yeah. So that was the one that I was. But the other people I had already been.
I see, I see.
So I didn't
Now
like
tell
it
me
because
more.
I didn't
Tell me
experience
what you
or
do.
anything.
Tell
They
me
would've
what
liked
you
it if I
find.
did, but I initially was
I
really drawn to
understand.
them because, like I said, they were. I
Now
thought they
tell
were
me
really
how your
first.
story ends.
14 kind of tough.
I'm 5'7". Okay. Yeah, that's 5.
A heavy burden to walk in a world that you no longer belong in. Take this rope. It is a gift. It is common, but it helps you lift burdens. It is nothing. Many fragments swell on my shore. See what I gather.
Sometimes he does. I don't think it's good. I just think it's like there's so many people that just like. And I do think it's very complicated to have. It's kind of like if you were to say the equivalent for a girl, it's like, oh, I have like teacup or something. you to like them. It's like, shut up. So you know what I mean? It just feels like it's something that you can't really help that, you know, you're born with, and it just feels bad if someone's like, oh, you don't need why you require them.
Yeah.
I get it. Everyone has their preferences, of course, like you have things that you're attracted to, but
Yeah, I think big, short, like I'm 5'7", which is like short-ish, but not short.
I found you, didn't I?
Can't really
Red, they
control.
said.
I think it's just
Red,
focused
then
on the other
dead.
part, and if you're interested in a woman and she's not interested in dating someone under a certain height, fine.
Not an attempt, mate.
I think it's
Not if I can bloody help it.
difficult dating app because you can set the preference on height.
Time's
Then,
up,
like,
Your
you
Highness.
have-
Let's
got-
dance.
Alright. Only so
It's stabbing time.
Check that. Before we talk, you think the girls are just looking for something more fit. You guys above 5'10". Nothing wrong with that. That's their preference. The whole like. I mean, so many people who are shorter than 5'7" will be fine. Yeah, there's also a lot like girls that get a bit short. You're like a short king. They are so queen.
I will say it was nice. He was one of the people I did was taller, and then like at festivals and stuff, would grab my phone and like everything. It could like everything. It was hurts, but then I know some people who are taller, like hey, save the taller guy.
To talk about what you're looking for. And here's my questions. What value would you say what's your best?
What's my best quality?
It's called and the most important thing you can do as a man.
Domestic violence?
No. Demonstrate valor. That's what EV stands for, no?
That's not what it stands for.
Demonstrate valor. And that's what dating is. It's two people like in the peacock dance and demonstrating valor.
Well, it depends. Like, if I have to demonstrate my value to you, then maybe you don't value that. Okay, whatever.
Oh my gosh, no, like, if you're holed up in your room and no one ever sees you, you can't show the value.
They're not gonna catch me when I throw my trash. I shoot and I get my mail downstairs.
No, you gotta. There's a guy. Okay, how would you get your feminine bias? Have you chased the guy before?
Well, almost every guy that I've dated, I've told them that I like them. But I don't know.
I'm ready.
Them, but I think I start building anxiousness or anxiety in me, and I don't think we care that much about the outcome. It just has to come out
Like, hate drama?
Yeah, let me feel like that. Well, I think I don't feel that bad about rejection from a friend, which happens like a lot of for like the people that I like. Or like my first boyfriend, it was like a stupid high school thing where he's like, oh, you do like, oh, you do that stuff, and you were like, I think you know him.
No, but it's like the classic elementary high school, like two friends. Yeah, what do you like?
Well, I actually didn't want because he was seeing someone. So I was trying to be respectful and he just like kept talking to him. Naming people are crazy. No, no. And then a month later, him and this girl just and started separating, I guess.
Let's go. Because you get boys. You can set and out. Extroverted?
Family and friends.
Okay.
Put in effort to, or like the interest in my interests.
Let's talk about physical.
Oh,
I. I said you're the perfect guy, and I guess the perfect guy at 6 I saw. Okay, let's move on. Race. Don't answer that question. Well, I can't believe you were actually like a question. You were about to imply there is a perfect race.
Oh, perfect is not the word. Preference. Yeah, preference is I have a good feeling for you, but I'm Chinese, and I would really like if they would be able to communicate with my mom. And I like mean a lot, like I've grown really attached. So it would mean a lot if they could communicate with her.
Hog. No. So 6 feet, 19 funny, extra power. I think a lot of stuff like that.
No. And for market
what's the market like? Like what do you see out there?
Not just nothing. I don't know how to describe it, but I don't meet people that often. And then what I see out here are not really people that fit the qualities that I like. There's still people who are trying to make something of themselves, and I prefer someone who's kind of more subtle. I don't really want to be. I would support if I ended up liking somebody. I would support them with a lot of what they would want to do. But it's perfect.
Do you think as far as you think after 30 you think a woman? You think there are options over than a man?
I think it's harder to find a good guy than a good girl. I just think that there's so many girls I know who are so nice and pretty and amazing. And then for me, it's like how many guys do I know have good you or like being able to not be, because so many guys I know are very logical versus feelings, and they can balance the two. And for some, I've had this issue where if she didn't think that it was right, she would argue. She would not argue based off of how I felt or how the situation could be for me. It was if he felt like he could, if it clicked in his brain that it was, if it didn't click yet that it was right, that I could feel that way, or that she didn't do the thing that he did that could be
Damn nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Yeah. There's a lot of great things. If you could be on one dating show, what would it be?
I think I would actually prefer single show. No, because the way they play on Asian dating shows is more subtle and it's more like.
That was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat.
For her.
Yeah, I'm the same.
With like Love Island. And like charisma, like for me, I struggle.
Let's not succumb to melodrama, shall we? This kind of gutter vermin can hardly be said to be dangerous.
I'm very introverted. I think
Besides, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince.
Especially the women.
I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me.
Yeah.
All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be funny.
I am intimidated by strong women. I think girls who go on Love Island. My God. It's about like,
oh, Love Island? Oh my God.
Dating wise? No. It's more of a documentary of the single woman who has known the touch of a man for a decade on National Geographic.
Really, that's what you think of me?
You wouldn't go on Singles Inferno, Yvonne.
I think Inferno would be the one that's good because it's like so my problem is I don't like some people flirt, they think it's flirty for them to, you know, really touch or like, you know, grab or whatever, and I don't like it. I only like that if I already like it. You know, so that's why
That's that T of the dentist.
What?
So, you know how I say ED, right? Which stands for the dentistry battle. Got the E. There's an ENNIS. I prefer the dentist because I don't like the last two. E is to engage physically. To kind of break that touch barrier, which is like one step above, like, oh, patient. But I agree, you should not break that touch barrier.
it might be different for other people. I personally get very like jumpy to touch at times, so
you don't like to engage physically unless you guys are.
Unless we are flirting, like we like each other. If there could be something there, then that's okay. But if I don't feel that, then it's really opposite feeling right now.
I didn't for the
Those are burn out because you're shy.
Yeah, that feels like an easy one.
Yeah.
I think I would also be great on
That's
not dating specifically, but I want to be on that show.
Yeah.
Because even though that's not dating, if I do well and people will see, oh, this guy's pretty smart. The girls value smart guys. Would you consider me a smart guy, or am I too smart in the sense that
too smart in the sense that it could be calculated.
which is not so bad?
No, I think okay, sorry. The preference would be that you are smart, but you are cannot use your smartness for evil. You're still like a golden retriever, you know, very and like your smartness only comes up to it. Because once your smartness exceeds a certain cap, it will that you can manipulate social dynamics of people or anything, or your significant other to like achieve like a scenario that you want. That's so bad.
Do you think I do that?
You're really good at it.
That's a big
I don't
He
think
twists and rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes
it
them.
sounds like you have
Say you'll touch it all day long.
I think you could use it for something.
I could use it.
But use it for
Have I used it for good before?
Yes, I think that's used.
Where I manipulate people?
Not manipulate people, but
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
kind of like
The dwarf's
you
fingers
know
clamp
how
around a
some-
splintered chunk of
you know
wood
how
nailed to
some
the
people
skeleton of an
play out
old ship.
or to achieve
His
like
whole
a
body
good thing.
strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free,
And I
to
don't
no
think
avail.
that's manipulating, but maybe that's also taking the right step to talk to certain people, make sure they're okay with X, Y, Z before you do X, Y.
Oh, that.
I
Won't
do
be my
have
first or last roll
some
on a lost boat.
I think self-awareness.
Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though.
Self-aware.
Bravery on the high
like,
seas is
and you
rewarded
think yourself
tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together
Okay.
before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Ah! Bleeding nail must be... charmed or something. Go on then, give it a go.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I... loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. Happy to trundle around with a group of amateurs at your heels, are you? Or not but your own skinny shadow? Your funeral, lad. I'll be here when you change your mind.
Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out your mouth, how about?
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods, the smell, though.
gonna give you one more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for Greet.
What did you say?
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you. Bastard.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to live for. Maybe they're onto something then. Maybe we do belong here.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
This is damn big. Oh my. Never mind. They're so strong.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, She turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for them to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
Dang.
She took joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one.
Ooh.
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I.
When another divine...
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make yourself at home. Advice? Hold on to yourself, my friend. The fort is full of decent folks turned savage by confinement. Do not let it happen to you. My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? Naturally. How could one not? We've used Source for thousands of years. We have used it to heal, to grow. How can it be that it suddenly summons these horrors from the void? And when will Alexander ascend to divinity? We cannot continue like this. I fear it will be quite some time before we find any answers at all, my friend. Though it doesn't hurt to ponder. Goods? Ah, yes, yes, of course. Have a look.
Damn. Dorish.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead. Oh, ho, ho. Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? You're all I got left after your buddies were through with me. Help yourself to the lint lining, bub. That's all I got left. I'm cleaned out, eh? Unless you want to take my beard for warmth, got nothing left for you.
Nói bay.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards, and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. Haha, you would be too if you'd been here as long as I have. In fact, you should be nervous if you're here at all. I know what they have planned for us, and it ain't pretty. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't.
Damn, can leave this guy alone.
Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you, all your nobility will have been for nothing. Good luck with your friends, though. Enjoy your last days in good company, won't you?
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers left? Why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Oh, 10 bottles of mead. Oh, 1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears. Oh, make the hinges rust.
Wouldn't know a thing about you and I, Gretty. When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly we find source so dangerous. What in his death caused it? So the Voidwoken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no source? Why has Alexander risen?
No. Wait, what? Oh man. Reload. Wait. I was sneaking and then I just wanted a helmet.
The woman looks out.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, you here alone?
She gives you...
You keep... Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. If I ever used to be, then they brought her to. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my.
Her eyes.
Kind of you to ask.
She talks for some time. Joy radiant.
What a gift to think of them. Take care of you.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again.
What? Oh, new, are you? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. No doubt the two are related. I fear it will be quite some time.
Make the hinges rust. Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? That's so. Ho! You look just like 'em. But then...
Sneak dương mặt này. Hả? Là vậy hả? Hey.
Oh, 10 pots of mead. Oh, I'll be with you. 1,000 pots of dust. 50 pots of tears. Oh, make the hinges rust.
Uh-huh. What?
Bastard.
Stolen.
I'll be with you soon, love.
Oh, let's see. Huh?
Watch yourself, boy.
Oh man, that's expensive.
When another
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up, I've been here. I have a way. Are you interested? Oh, good luck with you.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Shrine, by the looks of it.
Oh gods, not now. Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were Iffen Ben Mezd, right? Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? I heard the same thing! Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, yeah. It was a shipwreck, all right. Not much more to say about it, I guess. Papa Joris used to tell me, Losa, he'd say, Losa, you ever find yourself in a sinking ship, follow the rats. They'll find you a way out. Applies to a lot of situations, actually. Vermin tend to know what's what. Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable? Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Let's go. Wait, what? Yeah, that's nice.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! It isn't the words you speak, but rather that you speak them. Prophecy says that only our devotion will restore him to us. A murmur of prayer, constant as the ocean, can lure our Savior back to us. Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the Divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. He will protect us from this darkness. Do not doubt that he will come into his powers at any moment, and then he shall ascend.
Okay, buddy.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you want to help one of them?
Then you're in the wrong place. We run this joint, Griff's people, and we don't cozy up to oddballs.
Bloody cavies. Too big for their boots, as usual. They ought to keep out of our hair if they don't want to pay for the pleasure. Whatever.
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. Whatever do you mean by that? I'm not an inmate. I'm a patient. The Order, they're taking care of me, of us. They're the only ones looking after us now the Divine's gone.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock. She slowly starts to back away.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then, bark away.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I.
Huh?
Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. Magic makes it work. That's all I know. Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. Quiet. Loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't. So buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Been carrying that.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name. Oh, I don't know. People do change.
She nods.
Clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is, what she sees in him. It's bolted on there tight, ain't it? maniac.
Enjoy your stay, boy.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. I don't question the Bishop. He and Dallas would do anything to protect us. And they say he's God-woken. They say he'll ascend.
She pauses for several moments.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later. They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the Voidwoken. But we need his powers to develop so that he may banish the Voidwoken. It's quite the pickle. Oh, yes. Only a week or two before, well, you know. I wanted to serve him more than anything. But who didn't then? He was driving the Black Ring back, soon to rout them entirely. I put my faith in the Bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he said has been true. Wherever there are sorcerers, Voidwoken strike.
Wait, what? Ủa? What? Ủa? Tự nhiên giết con mèo vậy? What? Why?
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey. It appears confused and...
Huh?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
What a crumbling disaster.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine.
Shrine, by the looks of it.
Hey, I
Losa.
back there. If and nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. When we get out of, so you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? No. I mean, not...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Grey, her head snaps to you mechanically. Light
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, put it like this. But like a goddamn gold star. It feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name yet, either. It takes... So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? So, you want to check this place out together? It does, right? Before we head... Lately I've been into... Sounds fine. Yeah? Well...
bow your head, please. If we chant the endless prayer, the next... It isn't the words you speak. Haven't you heard? Do not doubt...
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down. You watch yourself.
Bloody cavies. Whatever.
It's time to accept reality.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. The Geists, dummy. The Hammer and Alexander had 2 in tow just a moment ago. Ugh. Thought you lot would be interested in a thing like that. Oh, be careful what you wish for, fella me lad. You may well get your hands on them contraptions, as you call them. Sooner, perhaps, than you'd have liked. Now, why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Saw 'em, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Missed quite the scene. The bishop himself with his right hand laid down the law on a traitor among our own ranks. One of the last lizard magisters left. Burst into quite the bloody mess, she did. Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime all the same. And the Hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did. During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was all glory, all goodness. When we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will through. Can't for certain, but I reckon when God himself gives his life to protect you, you don't waste the gift. You protect it with everything you've got. So that's what we do. Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's the best we've got to protect the realm. When you give up the darkness that's inside you, take your fault, it's there, mind, but it's there all the same. They're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear. You can trust Dallas to take care of it. And once you're cured, your life will start again.
Grab it in, you gobblers, the both of you!
If you don't like the game, Tops.
Right hand, my winker! Fellas, than an octopus!
That's it. Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here are your cards. You're up first.
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshy. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. Just my bit of fun, Sharpie. I'm sure the Reds told you, no one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets. Well, you've heard of it now, ain't ya? Go on then, Freshie, turn 'em out. Lone wolf, eh? If you lot are as fearsome as they say, how'd you let a troop of goons like the Reds get their hands on ya?
Ralvo looks you up and down.
You know what? I'm in a good mood. Take a hike, Freshie.
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside. Lucky you. See you later, Christoph.
What are you after, Pipsqueak? Complain to Griff if you don't like it. See how long you keep your ears stuck to your head.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same. You may feel like an inmate here, but you and your captors are the same stuff, in race and customs, if not heart. You'll see what a difference that can make. Go well, my child. Perhaps the divine will return to us yet. Perhaps he'll come home in time.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy.
Right hand, my winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe. As she catches sight of you, recognition flashes in her terrified eyes. She drops her hands from her throat and starts hyperventilating.
Ben Mist, Ifan, Ben Mist, you killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Murderer! Keep him away from me! Help! Somebody! Keep him away! Guards! Guards! Keep him away from me! Stay back. Stay back. Keep that monster Ben Mist away from me.
Cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl.
Right hand, my winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Oh, very droll. Listen up. You would be... I've been here a lot. I have a way. Are you interested? Oh, good luck with it.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
When another divine arises, will source change
Mind
back?
your manners round Griff,
What
eh?
if there are no sorcerers left?
What's your hand, Pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for?
What in his death caused it?
I got my good eye on you, bub.
Attracted to source.
Make it quick.
When another divine arises, will source
Hell if I
change
know.
back?
Don't rightly know if it can be done. If they take the sauce out of you, what are you? I never seen one myself, but me cousin up in Gore said one appeared from the clear sky one day and ate up every child under the age of 12. I don't know where they come from, but without the divine, there ain't much we can do to stop them. Sure, Pellamine made it as far as the Hollow Marshes even. They dragged his corpse back the next day. Head pulled clean off by a ghost. I saw it myself. Hands out your pockets now.
Hey, Freshie. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now. Huh. What do I need your help for, Freshie? By the looks of you, you couldn't find a bush in a brothel. If you're done wasting my time, I've got a crate to find. Hey, Freshie! What you heard about a crate of stuff? Just like everyone else. But don't worry. So, empty? Who gives a goblin's ass? The point is to get back the supplies inside. Come on, noggin first, eh? Just like everyone.
Here's the goods.
Leave him be. Don't make me say it again.
Listen, I can help you if you just...
Shut up, elf. This clown? Caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet. Alls I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one starves anyone else.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy. Listen up.
Not like this. There's too many of them.
Don't. Hey! You're a little light in your pack, ain't you, mate? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here? Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Let's just say folks leave here, but they don't seem to take their effects. Maybe I happen to know where everything ends up. Only the finest, you know.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it. Feel free to tell. Fella in that cage is the thief. Stashed the oranges somewhere before he was caught. If you believe that. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels, worms. That fella's square as a pavestone. If he's the thief, I'll eat my boots. It's all in the eyes. Joy lives in the eyes, sometimes way in the back, but it's there all the same. Liars ain't a joyful bunch. Sure do. Ask me, it'd have to be one of those sad sacks that's always hanging around Griff looking for favours.
She darts her tongue out of her mouth like a snake.
Some folks, and some reptiles, will do anything to get his attention. I see plenty of liars in my line of work. Snakes, weasels. Sure you don't want to have a look at my stock before you go? I was serious about what I said. Everything in my pack's been got by special means. Fend for yourself then, sweetheart. Haven't got shanked through the gills.
Oh,
Haven't
man.
got shanked through the gills yet.
I knew that was bad. Never questioned the source.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
How can you stand it? This collar, it's choking the life from me.
Her hands move again to her throat. She seems to try to make space between her neck and the collar, but there's no space to be made.
It's getting...
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as she catches sight of you.
Ben Mest, Ifan, Ben Mest, you killed them! You killed them! He killed them all! Keep him away from me! Stay back! Stay back! Keep that monster Ben Mest away from me!
Yeah, what of it? Grab it in your gobblers, the
Looky, why don't you join us?
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Well, that was easy. Looks like you'll have to pay your interment fee after all, Freshie. Just my bit of fun, Sharpie. I'm sure the Reds... Well, you've heard of it now, ain't ya? Lone Wolf.
Ralvo.
You know what? I'm in a good mood. Take a hike, Freshie. Ha! You hear that, mates? This cub's got claws.
What? Are we fighting? No way.
Send us your children, your supplicants, and you divine.
Glory is mine!
Glory is mine. Healer!
Này